Good afternoon to everybody. This is Amulya from Pioneer Business Solution. I'm a HR executive of this organization. So I would like to welcome to all the participants. Hope everybody is doing well. Also got ready to celebrate the Diwali too. So welcome to webinar session on GitHub Copilot, your AI pay program. So before going to the webinar session, I would like to take a moment to give a gist about our organization. We Pioneer Business Solutions are interested leaders delivering end-to-end learning and consulting solution all over industry with many domains where we have n number of professional trainers with us, uh, giving edge end-to-end support to all the clients from our end, where we work for upskilling the employees knowledge through giving many trainings from our end, which helps to thrive in today's fast-paced digital world. So if we look into the strengths of PBS, we have 16,000 plus freelancers and 400 plus consultants. We also give the customized and very flexible training programs within the TAT of 4 to 24 hours, where we also partnered with biggest, greatest OEMs like Microsoft, Scrum, Alliance, and where we have nationwide presence with physical and virtual labs. If we look into the footprints, we are mainly into corporate trainings, information technology, mechanical engineering, and civil engineering related, and cloud service and HR services. The delivery modes will be like this: VILT, ILT, customized e-learning development, open house, mentor on demand, and combination of all these, you'll get the delivery modes. And also, I'm happy to say that we have recently authorized partners with AI certifications, where you'll get customized module related certifications according to your trainings. Also, we have partnered with Microsoft Partner. The offerings will be looking like this: as campus to corporate we do, and competency development trainings and project consulting, soft skills and behavioral development programs we offer from PBS. These are few training modules which you can see very important to upskill your employees nowadays. And soft skills related trainings, we have a numbers of modules, but projecting few of them which are most important in this journey. And this is IT training competency related, IT related topics: data science, testing, full stack, automation, DevOps, and many more. These are our internal resources, which you can see we have 7 in-house trainers and exclusively contracted consultants, 300 plus consultants, and 15 to 16,000 plus freelance trainers we have. This is the track process which I have already explained you before in previous slide. This is the process which will take place when we get a requirement from any clients. And these are our happy clients where we work together as for now. So I'll take a moment to welcome today's master of the session, Mr. Mayur Prabhune, who's having a fantastic experience of 14 years in retail technology and corporate sector, who's pioneering L&D and corporate training, and having a specialized knowledge about generative AI and cloud computing, agentic AI, and many more, who have successfully delivered his trainings to more than 2,000 professionals across India. Also, he worked with many leading organizations like Apple, Sony, Flipkart, Reliance, and many more organizations, which delivers an impactful AI-driven workshops and transformation programs in this generation. So I would like to take a moment to thank Mr. Mayur Prabhune for having the session with us today and giving an insightful training to our participants who have joined today. And this is the key takeaway and agenda which you take from this session, where it includes introduction of GitHub Copilot and getting started with Copilot, how it starts, how the installation and setup, basic navigation, and practical demonstration, and prompting for better code and real world application limitations and ethical consideration, and question and answer rounding, it will be included in the end of the webinar session. So yes, I hope everybody will like and enjoy the session, and also have beautiful knowledge about today's session, which we are going to have about GitHub Copilot. Hope everybody will get an insightful session on this day. I'll thank all the participants who have joined today. And yeah, thank you. And over to Lingraj.
Yeah, so like there are many videos and sessions uploaded in our YouTube channel. So for more updates, for more knowledge, you can check out our YouTube channel. So I'll be pasting the link here in the chat box. Please go through. Thank you. And over to Mayur.
Thank you so much, Lingraj. Thank you so much, Amulya, for the warm welcome and inviting me again for GitHub Copilot session. So it has been a time like we had been doing this sessions kind every month on month basis. Last was in with the Microsoft Copilot, and prior to that we had done with Gen AI. And this is what, and again, upcoming session is with related to GitHub and Copilot. Why GitHub and Copilot, and how GitHub and Copilot makes difference in our day-to-day life for developers. Everybody know the developers from the audiences who have joined in. They are aware about GitHub and Copilot is what is kind of a what we called as a bread and butter for us. And apart from, we cannot keep bread different and cannot apart of butter differently. So that's how GitHub and Copilot will be nowadays will be getting integrated very fastly. And GitHub repository, if I talk about, it is a very machinery kind of a thing, and it is very big ecosystem in GitHub. You can whatever the developments you are doing, basically every organization, each and every person in the organization, and lots of people across the developer teams and DevOps team are using GitHub for to keep their data safe, as well as to keep the amount of applications to be cloned on GitHub repositories. So rather than going digging more detail into GitHub, we will just focus on our basic agenda of the day, but I will just give you a basic overview of GitHub. So GitHub is what? GitHub is a kind of a cloud repository on which whatever the applications, whatever tools, whatever codes you have developed, an entire program, you can upload it there, and you can access it from anybody in anywhere in the world, from different devices. You can clone that data, and you can share that data with other people as well. You can build, you can we can cross sell this application, sell this kind of your knowledge also with it. Along with that, you can build different kinds of tools, applications in GitHub itself, and there will be a complete set of structured mechanism in it, which will be creating a complete flow. So during the session also, I will be showing you through some of the basics of GitHub, like how GitHub is working and what all things are been we all been doing in this. But major topic will be the covering the Copilot part, because Copilot is what is next level kind of an AI stuff, which has been very rapidly got added in GitHub repositories along with VS Codes and JetBrains. So how these things are actually performing, that everything we will look from the hands-on point of view. Why hands-on? Because lots of people nowadays are like, so from the developer point of view, if I think about, so developers are aware about these tools, okay, but the normal people in the organization don't know how these tools perform together, work together. So Copilot comes in picture with from the automation thing. Like it will write down your 1,000 lines of code. It will give you suggestions. It will you can integrate it through the agentic framework also, and you can create a massive amount of application, websites, URLs, CRMs, lots of things. There are many more workflows also you can design in that. But how all these things can be done, that is the most important thing, because these things need a specialization, and that's what we will be having. We will be covering some parts of that in this today's session. And majorly for more detailed insight, more detailed training for your organization, you can connect with Lingraj and as well as with Pioneer Business Solutions. For that, they will be guiding you through how and what all trainings can be done. But GitHub and Copilot together can make a very massive amount of structured building kind of a thing. And you will be able to throughout our session, I will be showing you lots of things, like how basic things can be developed and all that. Okay, so moving back to our part. So meet your AI prayer programmer. So GitHub is powered by OpenAI Corp. GitHub Copilot has also been powered by OpenAI Codex. Like not completely powered, but it has been saturated with OpenAI Codex also. So OpenAI Codex is what again? OpenAI is a chat GPT. Okay, ChatGPT, the tool, is of OpenAI organization, and the OpenAI is again been covered with Codex and other different types of machineries also, and different types of applications also. So revolutionizing the coding by suggesting, as I said, by suggesting the codes, by supporting the multiple program languages like Python, Java, C programming. Then you can also .NET people also can use this in their code network. Then there is natural language processing, NLCs, across in the learning phase. With the context on this, it can enhance your productivity. It can help you in creating a complete software, and it can create your complete, so means it can build your software also, and as well as it can transform your software also. So that's how meeting and pairing of this two applications together, I've created a very massive amount in AI's world. And to know about in detail, let's look from a getting started point of view, what all things we have to do. So first of all, there will be kind of extensions which will be needs to be installed in your IDE. So what is IDE? Again, IDE is a different types of applications that across industries people use. So I basically prefer VS Code. I basically prefer VS Code. Lots of people use JetBrains. Lots of people use different IDEs. Now there is Cursor, then there is Windsurf, then there are more IDs if we call about. Then there is BlackRock also is providing their own IDE. So different types of Blackbox is also providing their own ID, and different types of IDs are there in market. But basically, lots of developers use VS Codes for it, and lots of people also use JetBrains. So that is the well-known and well-established kind of ID. It is being used across platforms. So what is an ID and how it works? Again, there is a different session for it. You can we will be having these types of sessions also, and later on we can you can integrate, means you can go back to that sessions, go if you want to understand from basics itself. So you can reach out to Lingraj and everything, and Lingraj will arrange a training program for all this. Because for developers and for new freshers who have just entered the IT industry, who wants to start their career in development, who want to start their career with software tech and all this, it is a very helpful tool for you. You can just imagine in a place sitting with 1,000 people in a crowd, and you will stand in you will stand very differently if you know all about these tools. So that's how GitHub and Copilot mixture with the agentic framework and AI has been very rapidly be getting moved. But people who are not aware about it are still struggling to write down the 1,000 lines of code manually and creating a complete set of application, debugging it, not able to complete perform the auto task as well. And that's how this makes a very change in their life. So getting started functions are like install your extension, log into your GitHub repository. So how to do that and how to sign up with the GitHub, that I will show you here. Along with that, enable your ID extension, activate your Copilot, and how Copilot and your ID will be properly integrated, how you will get to know that what are the checklist, that also I will show you during the hands-on part. Along with that, how to integrate with the developer environment also, that also is a separate part, like how the developers start their integrations, what all things they create in a part, and everything. So starting from basics, we will not be covering everything in detail, but yes, overviews I will make sure that everybody is going through the overview. And yes, begin typing with the comments, and let's Copilot will be assisting you and everything, from the writing down the codes and creating the workflows, doing the CDID pipelines, creating the entire automation framework. Everything will be done in Copilot itself. So that is the only one thing. And how Copilot is now, GitHub Copilot has been got integrated, how it has got enhanced. So imagine, so let me give you some examples from the imagination point of view. So tomorrow, so today, nowadays, if you want to create a marketing kind of a stuff, or if you want to create a flyer, or from a, if you want to build an application, what normal people do is they visit a professional guy, they ask them to create an entire kind of a website. If you want to create a website, so you will be normally you will be going to some solutions, IT solutions people, and you will be asking them to create a website, and that person will be writing down, understanding your entire concept, that what is your website all about. It will create your home page, it will create your source page, service page, about us page, and everything. Along with that, there will be a privacy policy kind of a page, then there will be a kind of an copyright issue, copyright kind of a thing that will be added. About us, it will give you a detail about yourself, and all this is a complete kind of a framework in which that IT solution people will be creating a complete website, and they will first understand your concept about what you are building a website. Either you are building it for personal branding, or you are building it for e-commerce kind of thing, you want to create your own brand, or you want to just increase your visibility. So that thing people will understand first. They will create your outline first of that website. Based on that outline, they will start designing a website for you. So designing is the important part, in which UI UX people will be again going through the HTML extensions. They will be creating your HTML file, they will show you the HTML file. Once you approve, then they will create the backend for that, and then your website will be going in a live stage. So all this process earlier in prior to 2020, it was taking somewhere around a month of time, and prior to that it was like around 3 months of time before 2015. So that everything was a manual work. Nowadays, AI has rapidly gone from X level to Y level, and very soon they will reach at Z level also. Why? The graph is day by day getting changed. The transformation time day by day is getting enhanced. So as the graph is going up, the duration and time period is also increasing. So where GitHub is playing the role is, GitHub has got integrated with the application. So Copilot is again got integrated with GitHub. And along with that, there are different applications also they have got integrated with GitHub and Copilot. So how that together works, and how that start performing the task is the important thing. And that I will make sure that we are covering in the hands-on kind of a thing. So how developer use GitHub Copilot every day? I will explain that also, because that is the important part. And how even not develop, if you, even if you're not a developer, yes, this training is for you as well, and this session is for you as well, and you can just understand the basic overviews that I'm sharing throughout the session, and then you can start using it in your day-to-day routing as well. Okay, so moving to hands-on rather than just sharing you the overview insight kind of a thing. So let me share my screen with VS Codes. I hope everybody is comfortable with VS Code. If yes, drop your messages in chat box. Uh, if even if you have any questions related to so far whatever I have spoken with, you can drop your questions there as well. I will go through throughout the session. I will go through the question answers also, and I will respond you there as well. Okay. Can I have a thumbs up from everyone so that we can move ahead? Okay, one or two people have raised the thumbs up. Okay, we'll move ahead.
If any questions you have, please raise your hands and I'll unmute their mics. Thank you.
Hope my screen is visible now. So I will be just starting with a fresh repository, fresh account to be created in GitHub. How people can create a GitHub account. I will just show you a basic overview. Uh, so go on Google, search for GitHub. GitHub.com will be visible. Even you can directly type github.com and your site will be visible. So after logging in, you will be landing up to this page of GitHub. Pages, I guess. Okay. Once you log into the account, let me reshare my screen. Okay. So this is the github.com kind of a landing page. You have to just sign up here. While signing up, you can use your Google account as well. Also, if you are an Apple user, if you are using it on Mac, you can use it from there as well, because it is a very good integration if you are doing some development on Mac. And same thing if you want to get access on Windows as well. GitHub repository, if it is updated with your application, same thing you can clone in your Mac as well and on Windows at the same time. And you can make the changes, and you can create a very good means ecosystem kind of a thing. Whatever you do the changes on Mac, and similar kind of a thing if you want to replicate from the Windows point, that also you can do. And also with if there are people, if there are team members who are consistently looking for an update, who are building applications in the different phases, like somebody is creating an home page, somebody is creating a service page. I'm just giving an example of website, but there are different types of parts also in applications needs to be created. Somebody is creating backend, somebody is creating front end, so that both people can commonly work on a GitHub repository. So that is what I'm creating an account first. So this is my account. I'm just creating a sample account. So once your account is verified and created, so once your account is verified and created, you will be signing up to this page. This will be your landing page after your account is created. So here is the first part: create a repository. And once your repository, whatever your repository name is, I'm writing it on my name. So this repository, I can create it, I can keep it public, so that anybody tomorrow, if I share this link with anyone, he will be able to access that repository, and they can look the files whatever are there. And you can add the MIT licenses also. So that means it will be a specific repository. Even if anybody clone this repository and use your files, so this repository can help you means by giving a licensing for this specific vendor. Like this is my account and I'm the owner of this account. And once I add the repository and my stuff, my application is ready, and somebody wants to access it, it is open source. Like it is kind of a client marketplace kind of a platform. So with this repository link, he can clone down the data in a system. And yes, with the MIT license, he cannot republish, or you cannot use it for wrong purpose. But yes, this will be on my name, so that I can anybody cannot be the copyright kind of a thing in this. So yes, readme options you can click on. So based on your repository, it will automatically create a readme function, and it will directly start showing you the options. Means you can directly start coding down there as well. So this is what licenses is there, and readme function will be there, and this is my blank repository. So this how I will be integrating with the VS Code. Let me show that as well. So our
Mayur, we are not able to hear you. I think there is some glitch. Please check it.
Okay, there is some glitch. So this is my VS Code now. I have logged into VS Code, and let me sign out and let's sign in and show you again how this thing is working now. So this is my GitHub Copilot. I was trying to sign in. So here itself, this will be my code. These are the file types of VS Code files, like new file if you want to open, if you want to open an existing file, you want to clone a repository, as I was talking about cloning, right? So if I click here and if I give a remote function, my repository will be connected with my GitHub, and whatever changes I'm doing here, it will be auto saved there. And just by using the commands like git push and GitHub pushes, like that will command will be directly routed to my repository, and all the cloud data, all the codes and everything updated will be updated there. Means been keep a record there. So let me sign into GitHub Copilot. So this is, once you click on sign in, that automatically your GitHub account will be open. You will be asked for authorization, and once you authorize, you will be able to see this kind of logo here. So in that, now how to turn on the Copilot, that is also a function. This is just for connecting the GitHub, but to turn on the Copilot here in if you want to turn on the Copilot to use the AI stuff and AI tools properly, so that you need to turn it on from the coding, from the GitHub repository. Okay, so here you can see this is my GitHub repository, and here you can see the Copilot function here. So this is the Copilot function. For just I will go there, and here there is a start free trial for 30 days. It is free trial, and later on then this is the completion, and this is the chat messages which will be displayed here. You can upgrade it to the Copilot Pro also, and you can start working in that. This is what Copilot web search, which will help you to search more data from the Bing and other kind of libraries also from the web, whatever it is available. Then this is Entotopic Cloud 3.5. You can enable this, and you can use the Cloud LLM also here in GitHub. Also you can use Gemini 2.0 Flash also in GitHub. Along with that, you can use OpenAI ChatGPT 5 mini model, and along with that you can also use the dashboard entry functions as well. So this is how you turn on your you make your VS Code integrated with the GitHub and Copilot. And once Copilot is turned on in your system, so it will look like this. So here you will find this small emoji which is available of a face. This is the emoji in the corner you will see, and there is this chat window which will be open to build your agents and agentic modes. So as I was giving you an example earlier to build a website. So if it is a website is related to we say a website is related to e-commerce, or if it is a personal branding or personal page or kind of a brand website. So how this website or applications will be created? By integrating just a prompt. Once your prompt are properly created in a structured manner, you can take help of ChatGPT, you can take help of Gemini also, and this is all an AI integration kind of a thing. You take prompt from ChatGPT or Gemini, you copy it, you create, you add it in a Copilot here itself. Copilot will create a complete to-do kind of a list. It will create a workflow from what all things to be done in the beginning, and later on what all things to be done, and then it will start building a complete website. So let's start by showing you some examples here. So I'm writing the prompt in the corner. E-commerce shopping, or let me brand website. of a clothing brand. Okay, and I'm using the model. I will use GPT 4.1. Okay, and I'm just doing a conversation. So there are three options here in Copilot. One is agent, second is ask, and third is edit. So agent is what it will start building the directly. It will start writing down the lines of codes, and it will start building your website without asking you for asking you for some questions or giving you the asking you for permissions. Ask is what it is like you are just asking it similarly as you chat with chat gpt or Gemini. So that way here you will start asking for questions like I want to build a website, and it will create a workspace accordingly. It will check your search for the project templates available in index, and this is what it will show. So now this is what the standard procedure they have got: clothing brand website, SRC, then there is component navigation bar, then there is home page, about page. As I was saying, what all things is required. This is what the basic they have got. Now they are asking me to create a workspace. So once I create a workspace, I will create a workspace here. So clothing, AI clothing brand I will try. Okay, and this is my folder which I have created. Nothing else, but it is a folder in which all files will be stored. So this is what I've created now. So let me just show you what all things it is doing there in that folder, because we created a folder now, and we just created a folder now. This was the folder clothing brand website. I just opened, and all these files, whatever it was shown in GitHub, it has started creating it on its own. Okay, so this was just an ask function that I did. So my VS Code has created the entire file. So this is the workspace it asked me to create, and these were the files. Now I will now I got an Cortex what all things should be created. Now I will move to agentic framework. So now once agents are done, start building. So this what it will do is basically it will start creating the files, whatever it has been shown in the website. So it is using file tools. It is reading the SRC file, component, pages, navigation bar, everything. It has started reading because everything when I asked for an repository, there everything was created on its own, one by one. So now it has started creating for the file, and just this is what app.tx TSS file it has created, and it will ask you for this time this people will this model will ask you for different types of prompts. Guys, if you have any questions, you can drop it down in the chat window. So my setup was ready. Now I am running it on npm node. So this is what react file it has created. So my main structure about the file was already opened here. It has created a structure. Now I want to create a beautiful uh, testimonial or photo gallery kind of a thing. Let me see what they have created. So first I will run and open the file in my local environment. So for that my npm needs to be installed. So this is my about us page just created. in which there is a set of name, email ID, and set message is empty. I can enter it here itself. Then about us is there. Then there is this navigation bar and everything which is created. This is the main style. I think so. Will be a CSS file in which background and color has been defined. And properly, if I want to create and complete HTML file, it will take time, but it can create an HTML file also. So this is my index.html file. This is the basic overview. I think so it has given in this, but if you want a beautiful website to be created, you can create it on Figma, and you can copy the same paste and paste it here. Copy the code from there and paste it here. Also, you can take the help of the different kinds of AI tools also. Now there is Stitch to create a beautiful URL. If you want to create a HTML file, then there is Stitch. Then there are different models also. You can create nowadays. You can create it on Canva also. If you want to create a website overview, you can create it on Canva with Canva codes, as it is not available in India as of now. But still, if you want to do the coding and create the beautiful visualizations in Canva, that also you can do it there. So these are some node repositories it is getting installed. As my system is overloaded, so that's why it is taking time. But yes, if you have a powerful system, then you don't have to worry. So once the installation is done, the command is already been passed on here, and you will get a next command to be loaded. And once it is done, so this is my npm start function which is started, and there will be a local host kind of a thing which will open. These changes are being made. Okay, so this is my local host 3000, which it has started. So I think so the home screen is blank. So this is the element which they have gone. Any changes that I have to make it here, it will show. So this is the index.tss file. Let me see on the local browser 3000. Okay. As the page is not loading now, let me just create an HTML file and upload it there. Okay, so this is the page. So I am using a different use this HTML file. Load on color. So your prompt makes a lot of difference here. If it is properly getting engaged, if the UI is properly able to understand what all things and how it is done, so it will create a stuff accordingly. So I have updated my HTML file first, index HTML file. This is what it is. So similarly, as that is another option, I will load a different. It's okay. So back. So this is how it will create an entire file. I think so. My system is overburdened, so it is not creating. And once your GitHub account, okay, so GitHub account also needs some credits, so you can upgrade it from here. You can also connect it with different loaders also. I will just create another account. This is done. I will attach it with different. So now my GitHub Copilot is subscription has got expired or it has been consumed a lot. I can upgrade it from here itself by upgrading the Copilot. And similarly, I can integrate with different applications as I said earlier. So this is what a black box code agent I have already integrated. So here I cannot summarize the file and run on local host. So this is again connected with GitHub repository. It will summarize my file. The agents, how it works together is in every agents, there are GitHub Copilot is integrated with these agents. So as I'm using it here, VS Code, I'm using it with C Copilot 3.5 Cloud. So same thing that will create. So it is understanding the page overview first. As this chat function, this is only for chat purpose from GitHub Copilot quota. And this if it is integrated and properly linked with your GitHub repository, you can directly start using it. Somebody is asked question Eclipse and ST ID. Yes, you can use the same process to integrate with ST and ID. So these are different nodes as similarly they have started. You can by control C, by pressing control C, you can close the. So this was it. It summarized the entire structure of the website, and now it is starting the. Okay, so for that I need to. So targeted browser where to open the URL, it is not able to detect, but that also needs to be integrated properly. So localhost 3000 is blank, but the URL, if you want to say, we'll just show you the URL, how it looks like. I've just created a random URL for it. So this is what somewhat your design will look like for the. So I'm using the stitch, and this code was created from here. So this is how the URL of your localhost 3000 will look like. And that similar kind of clothing brand also, if you want to create that also, you can create it from here itself. So this is my front end that I've created from here, and I've used the same code to paste it here. And if you can use the same code rights also to open it in localhost. So with the help of Copilot, this will be creating an integration. So I just need to sync. Meanwhile, I will just create an proper HTML text file. By learning these things, you will able to understand how the functions and how the structures are being properly assigned in AI and how it works actually. So React node is not installed. That's the reason it was showing the error. So there are every time there will be required some dependencies every to integrate. It will understand. So AI is what it will understand your requirement of dependencies. Then it will create you. It will create the file, and if the dependencies and requirement are not fulfilled, then it will ask you to run the codes and install the required repositories, libraries. Now this in this save.react dev file is not there, so it is asking from the emp to get installed. Once it is installed, my HTML will be visible. So that's how Copilot is getting integrated very fast and very rapidly, and how to do it and how to create a files. I have just shown you. This is what basic stuff is. It takes time. Hardly it will take around the half an hour of time. But once you know about it in detail, you can create. So now let's see. Once you know about it properly, you will be creating a very wonderful applications with the help of this. All the times you can integrate with different types of your IDs also. GitHub Copilot is not so. As I used their clean AI, then there is Roo code, then there is black box, then there are different types of containers. You can also use it with Docker as well. Docker is and again a tool which holds your entire application, and it multiplies there. My system is overloaded. That's the reason it is taking time. Never mind, till the time it is loading, we will go to other parts. So this was my IDE. This was my basic extension that I used to install it. So this year I've created different files. So once everything is built with AI itself. So these are different slicers and files that I have created here, and people can access this file from here itself, and you can create a GEO phase and different types of entire framework. I have built an entire website and applications also with this. Let me show you my own brand website. So this is my own website which I've created with IDE and Copilot properly. All the files, all the bloggings, everything, whatever we are doing here is everything created with the GitHub and Copilot repository. So if you want to see it, everything you can mention. This all is boot camps, all the uh, programs and everything is visible here. And along with that, all these files are stored here in GitHub repository, and it is getting hosted and streamed with the help of this GitHub part only. So this is how you create an entire beautiful applications, beautiful websites with the help of AI. And GitHub repositories and GitHub Copilot together create a very massive and very big workforce kind of a thing. Applications are like it. See, this all processes are like very time consuming in earlier times, but here in nowadays hardly in 24 hours or kind of a turnaround time. As I was taking some sessions with the college students, so I got to know that in a turnaround time of 24 hours, people are able to build their own websites nowadays. They can automate their workspace also. They can automate their task also with the help of Copilot. And all the manual work which is required time to be consumed, it is taking, means it is just a fraction of second in which your entire website and everything is done, and you're ready to get it launched. That way the entire workflow is nowadays been created with the help of GitHub and Copilot. So if you want to debug a file, see, let me show you one more thing. If you want to manually write down the codes, it will also give you the suggestions. So here I'm just using hello world command. Okay, so it similarly what should be the body, and similarly what all things should be added in command. It is basically giving you the suggestions directly. You can just type it down, and GitHub will help you in or means writing down the line of code in fraction of second. So these are the dependencies to run a website is required every time, and just not on a few minutes of time, but it will take some time. But all things can be done with the help of GitHub Copilot and agentic framework very rapidly. So to use this function also, there will be some AI tools from backend which will be working very fast. As we know that AI has been very changing very fast, and for us also to get it very learn through it or use through it, this all things is very powerfully required. If we don't know, otherwise if we are not able to understand it, then things won't work that way. And for us, it should be a kind of a narrow kind of a thing. Okay. So moving to Chrome, till the time the website is loading, just details. So this is how it works, and it write down the code and ask you for permissions. You must be able to see. So it will give you some suggestions also if there is any code needs to be run or anything. So this will be also required. So mastering in prompts for better coding for do's and don'ts is what I will be sharing with you all, because every time you cannot just use IDE to do the coding kind of a work. So what all things needs to be done and what all things you cannot do is that in do's and don'ts, basically you can cover you can not means fully be dependent on IDE for debugging kind of thing, because debugging and other things also will be required. So I've run the website, the clothing brand kind of a URL. So it is opening there, but again it will throw some errors with you. And for debugging and everything, you should have a basic prior experience also. So that is how GitHub Copilot together will help you in building lots of stuff, lots of applications. And Copilot can also be integrated with your workspace, also with your office environment also. and you can create, you can build lots of stuff in there, because basically our task is to make our job easy, make our life easy. And if the time hours of work is been saving our time with the help of AI tools, then why we cannot use it? So that is what we come to an end of this workshop. And as there are lots of things, I will be sharing you with the handouts also. So this is how the localhost 3000 is looking like. There is some compiled problem, and this again needs to be fixed. So I will again use the function of VS Code to fix it. And let's see, the debugging part is what there are some errors it will throw. The local host has loaded already. So this is what my local environment is opening. So what is local environment? Again, it is a React environment which will be open only on task. So what must my task to just fix and run it on localhost. So the HTML file is already open, and for us to get it more detailed and more overview, some more essentials will be required. So this is where we come to an end.